Now at 10, Bourbon County, Kansas voters will soon weigh in on a sales tax proposal for a new emergency medical department. Plus, readers at the Parsons Public Library take part in a discussion about an infamous serial killer family from Kansas. And the city of Webb City honors a police chief fallen in the line of duty over 100 years ago.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Bourbon County commissioners are proposing a retailer sales tax to entice medical providers to open an ER. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Tanya Bach. Bourbon County's only emergency department closed last December. Since then, Commissioner Jim Harris says the county has been in negotiations with other medical providers to fill in the gap. Now, according to Harris, providers are hesitant to make an agreement because operating an emergency department in Bourbon County is not profitable. Therefore, this retailer sales tax, if approved, will help cover operations for an emergency department. Some residents understand the need for an ER, but do not agree with more taxes.
Get the funds coming in. We are negotiating with some healthcare providers today, 24/7. So, but we got to start raising funds because we know if we're going to move forward, we have to subsidize it.
A special election will be held on May 14th. KOAM reached out to community groups and other officials for a statement, but have yet to receive one. When we do, it'll be on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
All right, well, it definitely turned out to be a colder Monday for us today, almost 20 degrees below where we should be, 43, 26, cold start across the region. You can see our average high is 61 degrees, so we are well below that mark, but we're going to go the other way as we go into tomorrow. It is cooling down. We're going to go back below freezing. We're dry. We're hovering just above freezing right now. It's 29 in Stockton. It's 31 Monette, 34 Anderson, Bella Vista, Grand Lake, 34 Iola is sitting at 31 degrees. But we do have clear skies. We're going to stick with the clear skies throughout the overnight hours for us tonight. As we go through the night, we drop back to 29 by 7:33, 45 by 10 a.m. It is going to be a frosty night, but a big warm up for us tomorrow. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Parsons Public Library holds a discussion on a notorious Kansas frontier family. Randy Beatty, an English instructor at Labette Community College, led the discussion on the book Hell's Half Acre, the untold story of the Benders, a serial killer family on the American frontier. Now, the book was written by Susan Jonases and examines the Bender family, why they committed such a vicious killing spree, and whether justice ever caught up to them.
I want people to think about the new research presented in this book. The author really did a lot of research trying to figure out what happened to the Benders after they left Labette County. And then also just a chance to talk about what their families have heard over the years. You know, something that's 150 years ago, people are still really talking about.
Well, the fate of the Bender family remains unknown, with theories ranging from a lynching to a successful escape. The Webb City Police Department today honored one of its own. George Hooper was the town's police chief back in 1918. On March 17th of that year, he got into a shootout with a suspect. Both were killed in the exchange of gunfire. Chief Hooper is buried in Mount Hope Cemetery, but his gravestone does not mention that he was killed in the line of duty. And today, they erected a new memorial dedicated to his sacrifice.
It helps to remember him and remember the sacrifice that he gave to bring our community where it is today.
They are what made the city what it is today. It's what made our community what it is today. Our Elks Lodge was in existence at that time. It was a part of the community at that time. We were established in 1903, so this is something that is part of our history.
The department worked with the cemetery, with Quality Memorials and the Webb City Elks Lodge on the memorial. Well, new evidence is renewing the search for a missing college student. 2 people say they found the 22-year-old's bank card by a river in Nashville. Kelly Aviolino has more on how they're helping the case.
It's the first major clue in the disappearance of University of Missouri senior Riley Strain in several days since he went missing March 8th. Riley's bank card discovered by Anna Clendening and Brandy Bainan, both on TikTok and passionately committed to helping bring Riley home.
Riley's face, I'm seeing every time I close my eyes. I haven't been able to sleep the last few days because I know his mom is not sleeping.
Brandy searching homeless camps and the steep Russian garbage-laden riverbanks since Tuesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I did over 18,000 steps out here.
Sunday, their effort produces a significant piece of evidence right near where Riley was last seen, according to police.
9 days later, we found the credit card. 9 days later. It was pretty obvious that there was a card. I don't know, we need to do more. We need to do more.
Surveillance video shows Riley walking in the wrong direction after leaving Luke Bryan's bar, visibly intoxicated. His last known cell phone pings and sightings on video right in the area where the bank card was found. Search boats then arriving several hours later. Metro Police haven't yet responded to Fox 17 News' inquiry on whether the case has changed from no believed foul play to a criminal investigation. Riley's family at the river today working tirelessly to track down any leads possible and continuing to thank the many people who continue to help, these women vowing not to let up.
And we want answers.
And we want, we want answers for them, and we're going to look for them.
If nobody else will, we will.
Yep.
Well, today, Metro Nashville police released video of a brief exchange of greetings between Strain and a police officer on the night he went missing. Well, students at Missouri Southern State University may be able to join a new degree program this fall. The university board approved the creation of a food science and nutrition program. It would be part of the school's kinesiology department. School officials say the program would meet a growing need for a workforce trained in food safety, development, and marketing.
So if you look across the United States, most food science programs are at land-grant universities, and so it's really unique that we get to offer this program here at Missouri Southern. It's a great opportunity for students in our region.
The food science and nutrition program still needs approval from the state. The university hopes to have the program start in fall of 2024. Well, local rivalry took on a whole new level today. Pitt State faced off against the Missouri Southern Lions in an esports competition at MSSU. The 3-on-3 competition featured the game Rocket League. For one of the coordinators, the event provided more than just competition.
Getting the opportunity to be playing the game in a competitive setting at the highest levels of gameplay, it provides the same opportunity that any other traditional sport would provide. You get a sense of leadership, you get a sense of pride and accomplishment in what you're doing. It gives you a sense of purpose.
The Gorillas took the best-of-5 competition in 3 straight matches. MIAA handed out some awards this week. John has the details on the pitcher and the hitter getting national recognition. That's coming up later in sports. But first, the U.S. State Department urges Americans in Haiti to evacuate as gang violence erupts across the island's capital.
It's a 24/7 kind of place. And that's
There were new gang attacks in Haiti's capital today as the U.S. Embassy urges Americans to evacuate. Some are already back on U.S. soil, but hundreds more remain in the country. Wendy Gillette has the latest.
Americans ran to a helicopter in Port-au-Prince that whisked them to safety. This was the second evacuation organized by Florida Congressman Corey Mills, returning 13 U.S. citizens home.
We just want peace.
Several dozen more Americans were able to take a government-chartered flight from the northern city of Cap Haitian to Miami Sunday.
7 days I've been waiting over there. Desperate to be here.
It was the first flight out of Haiti in 2 weeks and not easy to reach, with gangs policing the roads from Port-au-Prince.
It's a mixed emotion. it's good to be back here. I'm safe. I'm with family, but I also need to think about the people back home.
The U.S. says it has received requests from 1,000 Americans to leave gang-ravaged Haiti.
We have no higher priority than the safety and security of American citizens, though we certainly recognize the security situation is untenable.
There was more bloodshed in Haiti's capital Monday, with gangs attacking 2 neighborhoods, killing at least a dozen people. Trucks filled with Haitians who fled into the Dominican Republic are returning them back to their home country, despite pleas from the United Nations to keep them safe. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
U.S. officials told Americans they should not try to travel north to fly out unless they felt they could safely get to the airport. Berry County, Missouri authorities say a naked man was shot after breaking into a home and assaulting a woman and 2 children. It happened last Thursday in a home near Cassville. Authorities say 18-year-old Corey Hilburn forced his way into the home through a side door while naked. They say while inside, he assaulted the woman and children with his hands and hit them with a rifle. During the assault, the rifle fired and struck Hilburn. He suffered a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. The woman was also taken to the hospital. Hilburn pled not guilty to charges of first-degree assault, armed criminal action, and burglary, among other charges. Missouri State Highway Patrol has begun its investigation into a fatal crash over the weekend near Neosho. Troopers say Christopher Dybel of Monette, Missouri was traveling west on US 60. Dybel's 1994 Ford Ranger left the roadway to the right. He then overcorrected and overturned. Dybel was thrown from the vehicle. Authorities pronounced him dead at the scene. Fort Scott Fire Department responds to a structure fire this afternoon. Crews arrived on the scene and found a fully involved garage fire. Crews managed to keep the fire from spreading to the house next door. Responders had the fire under control in 20 minutes, but remained on the scene to tend to hot spots. Well, the Easter Bunny will soon officially be here, end of the month, but he won't be here for long. In the meantime, you can catch the seasonal hopper at the North Park Mall for photos. And if you and your pet are interested in getting your picture taken with Mr. Easter Bunny, you have one more chance to do that. That's next Monday. Walk-ins are welcome, though reservations are recommended. A little later, if it's springtime, it must be baseball season. John has an update on how opening day went for the Webb City Cardinals coming up in sports.
Plus, we're going to warm back up as we go into your Tuesday. Also, some rain chances. We'll look at that coming up.
This is home.
Well, of course, for us today, a much colder day across the region. Temperatures only lower 40s for afternoon high. Should be into lower 60s for this time of the year. We do have clear skies right now. Nice shot of Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Indigo just outside of Seneca, Missouri. We are cooling down. We're right around freezing. Even 29 in Stockton. 34 at Grand Lake. Parsons is sitting at 31. Let's go outside. Here's 7th. Here's Rangeline sitting at 33. South winds are light at about 5. Visibility is good. Humidity is slowly coming up. Eventually, we'll get a frost across the region. It's also going to be windy again tomorrow, but out of the other direction, out of the south-southwest. Usually when you get southerly winds, it helps you warm up, and that's what it's going to do as we go into the daytime hours on your Tuesday. All right, clear skies out there now. Clear skies through the night. Entire Central Plains looks good. It's calm. Here's our next little wave. Little guy spinning out across parts of Arizona. This is what we're calling upper level low. In the upper levels, counterclockwise rotation. Now, the jet stream's way over here, so there's been nothing to kind of kick this guy off toward the east. So he's been sitting there really just kind of hanging out for about 4 or 5 days, and going to hang out a couple more days, and then it will start to head toward us as we get into late Wednesday and Thursday and increase our chances for rain. Most of the energy will pass to our south, meaning it will take most of the rain to the south. Behind it, we'll cool down again with that northwest flow, and then a much stronger storm system pulls out Sunday into Monday. This will be our next chance to really get stronger thunderstorms, maybe some severe weather. In fact, I think we have 2 shots by the time we head through next week. All right, let's go through tonight. Upper 20s to near 30. By morning, clear skies, again, windy. We're going to warm into the upper 50s by noon. We should get into lower 60s. Upper 60s actually, 65 Monette, 68 Pineville, Bentonville, 70 at Grand Lake, Pittsburgh 68, up to 75 in Chanute. And then tomorrow night, not near as cold as we back down into lower 40s. Day planner for your Tuesday, 33 in the morning, 56 by noon, high temp, 68 degrees. All right, let's look at that next storm system. So Wednesday, we should still go into the upper 60s. Have a warm front draped in our southern counties, so some scattered showers, even a few thunderstorms popping up Wednesday evening. And then showers pressing through Wednesday night and Thursday, especially in our southern counties. Showers sticking around, out of here by Friday. Another weak little front moves in Friday afternoon. Here's 2:30 on Friday, giving us a few more showers. This guy will clear out and then we cool down as we head into the weekend. So we do have those chances for rain this week, but it's not going to be heavy rain by any means. Maybe some areas a quarter of an inch, maybe southern counties, a couple areas may be near a half an inch of rain. All right, 68 tomorrow, 69 on your Wednesday, cooler Thursday and Friday, into the 50s. As we go into Saturday, we do clear out, but a high of only 52, and then there's thunderstorm chances returning early next week.
All right, well, we need the rain.
We do. Springtime. Yeah. We can use it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to complain about the temperatures.
No, not at all.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, MoDOT wants to make drivers aware of some changes on Route 86 at Hammer Road in Neosho taking place this week. Beginning today, crews will shift traffic head-to-head in the westbound lanes of Route 86 as part of a project to build a dual-lane roundabout and make intersection improvements on Route 86 at Hammer Road. That's between I-49 and Missouri Route 175. This project could take as long as 8 weeks. MoDOT has urged drivers to find alternate routes to avoid the work zone. Still ahead, Webb City baseball goes to extra innings in its season opener. And Missouri Southern pitcher Cole Gaiman continues to rack up the recognition. John Dales has those stories and more up next in sports.
Baseball season is here in the 4 states. This afternoon, several of our local teams play their first game since last spring. One of those being Webb City, who's coming off a state tournament appearance in 2023. And the Cardinals go across state lines for their first game. They take on Bentonville West over in Arkansas. They win it in extra innings, 11-5. Webb City scores 6 runs at the top of the 9th. Highlighted by a 3 RBI double from Cohen Epler. Cards play at home against Branson tomorrow. Now, Pitt State softball is one of the hottest teams in the country. The Gorillas hold a 20-game winning streak. Their last loss nearly a month ago. That was February 23rd. Today, Pitt State infielder Hannah Burnett is named the MIAA Co-Hitter of the Week. She shares the award with Emily Duramis from Central Oklahoma. In PSU's 6 wins over the weekend, Burnett hit .600 with 12 hits, 4 RBIs, 5 runs, and 4 stolen bases. She also had an .800 slugging percentage this weekend. 3 of her 12 hits went for extra bases, and she helped the Gorillas go 6-0 in the MIAA NSIC crossover. Meanwhile, across the conference, Missouri Southern's Cole Gaiman is named the MIAA Pitcher of the Week for the 2nd week in a row and the 3rd time this season. The Webb City alum started in Pittsburgh on Friday afternoon, and he struck out 10 Gorillas over 7 2/3 innings to pick up the win. He allowed just 1 run and 4 hits in that outing. So far this season, Gaiman has a win-loss record of 6-0, an ERA of 1.51, and opponent batting average against him is 1.44. Fort Scott High School had both its girls and boys basketball teams make the Class 4A state tournament just a couple weeks ago, and both teams received an annual sportsmanship award from the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Now, this recognition comes from a special committee that evaluates the sportsmanship displayed by the players, coaches, cheerleaders, school cheering section, and more during state tournament play. Well, we're a week and a half away from Major League Baseball's opening day. Today, the Royals make it known to the public who will be their starting pitcher for the season opener on March 28th against the Twins. Cole Reagans will be the Royals' opening day starter. After being acquired by KC in a trade from the Rangers on June 30th, Reagans was an immediate difference maker. He was named the American League Pitcher of the Month in August when he went 5 innings plus in every one of his starts and finished the month with a 1.72 ERA. That was the best in baseball in that category. The 26-year-old left-hander had a 26-inning scoreless streak from August 18th until September 10th. He says it's an honor to be chosen to take the mound on opening day at Kauffman Stadium. That's a look at sports. We'll be back with more news after this.
Logan, a four-state hero.
Well, the Joplin Public Library offered take-home Zen gardening kits for adults today. The library provides these kits once a month. JPL uses the occasion to promote the library and let folks know it offers more than books.
Fun, you know, something to create some peace in someone's life if they need it, or just to a different sort of craft maybe than what we usually offer. We try to offer a variety of take-home kits. Each one's different, and so this one was just something that coincided with spring break.
Well, teens could also take home crafts and have fun painting glow rocks. I should have went. I could use a Zen garden.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little Zen here and there.
Yeah. Final look at the weather.
Yeah, it's going to be cold for us tonight. We're going to drop back into the upper 20s for overnight lows. Big warm up tomorrow, 68. It's going to be windy. We're going to have winds gusting 30 to 35 at times. A few showers trying to sneak in by Wednesday evening. Cooling down a bit Thursday and Friday, but none of these should be too strong or severe this week, which is great news. I think our next severe threat is going to sneak in next Monday. But at least we're going to get out of the 40s, only lower 40s today, so it warms back up for us on Tuesday.
Yeah, but not too warm.
No,
just
still
right.
good.
All right, we'll take that. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night and an even better Tuesday.
Brought to you by